Welcome back, trainers. So we are going to prepare a little bit for the future and what's to come. So we're over here at GoHub. They may not have the best accuracy when it comes down to moves and what's the best move to have on your Pokemon, but for the most part, they have a lot of good information. So we're going to take a look here. So we're going to start off with Groudon because this is what's here at the moment. So the stats are correct, okay? And then we're going to take a look at the future legendaries to come and what's going to be coming next. And I can say that with 99.9% certainty, okay? So when we look at max capture CP, it says level 20, 2,328, which is correct, okay? And then we're going to see what is the best offense moveset: Mud Shot, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, Solar Beam. Those are subject to maybe change a little bit. I'm not too sure. At this point, I'm still trying to determine which one is the best, either Mud Shot, Earthquake, or Dragon Tail, Solar Beam. Nonetheless, they're both good movesets, and I just wanted to show you this because this is what we have, right? We know what it is. We know that the CP is right. We know what the stats are correct. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is coming next. So this one is vanishing. Groudon is vanishing on the 15th, right? So let's take a look at Kyogre, which will be coming right after. It only makes sense. These are the two beasts that are balanced by each other, I suppose, and then Rayquaza is in the middle. All right, so their stats are literally the same. They're the same CP, the same stats, everything. Okay, so what is this one when you catch, if you want to know what 100% is when it comes out? Well, same as Groudon, 2,328. Pretty neat. So it makes sense because they are basically the same. It's good to see that they have the same kind of stats. All right, anyway, what is the best moveset now? So let's take a look. We have Dragon Tail, Hydro Pump, Waterfall, Hydro Pump, Waterfall, Blizzard, Dragon Tail, Blizzard, Waterfall, Thunder, Dragon Tail, Thunder. So take note on that. Now, you would want to know, what do you want to use against it? Well, by this point, I'm not saying everybody should know, but it's just a pure water type, so it's just weak against grass and electric. All right, so let's go ahead and see. So you have electric and grass. Very good. So what Pokemon would you want to use? The top Pokemon for the next legendary to try to take it down. I would recommend Raikou, all right, with Thunder Shock and Volt Switch, or not Volt Switch, Wild Charge. Venusaur with Bullet Seed, Solar Beam, or any type of grass Pokemon, all right? So just think Suicune, basically. Venusaur, Exeggutor, just bust out all those grass and electric types. Ampharos, if you have one of those. So just keep that in mind. We're just preparing ourselves just a little bit for the future. So we have that one coming. Yeah, I know some people are like probably thinking, well, Poke, you can't say for certain that he's coming on the 15th. Well, definitely not. That's why I said 99.9%. But it seems like Niantic is keeping this legendary raid thing going. I don't know if it's ever going to stop. So I can only assume that Kyogre is coming on the 15th or 16th. And then followed after that, shall we see who's... Oh, whoa. This is what I really want to say my rare candies for. Latios, everybody. Latios in the house. Oh, man, I just said that. Eek. All right, so max CP potential. Well, not max CP potential, but if you're trying to find a 100% IV, 2,800 or 2,082. Sorry. Max CP 3,644. Look at the stats. Look at the attack. 268. That's actually very good. Defense 228. Its stamina is low, but you know, that's just what it is if you're going to get such high attack. You know, sometimes on Pokemon, you know, those glass cannons. All right, so I'm very interested to see what this move set is. I checked last night, went over this, but all right. So we have best offense set: Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, Dragon Breath, Psychic, Zen Headbutt, Solar Beam, Zen Headbutt, Dragon Claw, Dragon Breath, Solar Beam, Zen Headbutt, Psychic. Now, if you didn't know, this is a Dragon and Psychic type. Very cool mixture there, I would think. All right, so let's take a look and see. These are all its moves. So Psychic, Solar Beam, Dragon Claw. Quick moves, Dragon Breath, Zen Headbutt. Looks pretty good. Which moveset am I going to go for? Well, looks like Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw. Yeah. Alright, so it is weak against quite a few things. So let's go over this. It's weak to Bug, Dark, Fairy, Dragon, Ghost, and Ice. Ouch. Yeah, that's probably one of the main reasons why a lot of people don't use it in the main series games. It's a great Pokemon, but it just has so many weaknesses. Now, what can you use against this Pokemon? And I do not have any idea when this one's dropping, but I would assume it's not going to be an EX raid because it has a sister, and I don't think they would be dropping those in EX raids. Anyways, so for Bug, let's go over Bug. Which Bug type Pokemon would you want to use? Well, number one, Scizor, Furry Cutter, X-Scissor. For sure, you could use Pinsir and several other few Bug type Pokemon, Heracross, but I would recommend Scizor all the way. Now, for Dark types, you can do Gyarados, Bite, and Crunch. You can do Houndoom, and whatever else Dark type Pokemon that you have lined up, saved up, powered up. Okay, now Fairy. This is going to be very interesting. Not that many Fairy type Pokemon that are like worthy of powering up and using against a raid boss, unless you had a Carnivore. So I would recommend Confusion and Dazzling Gleam. Now that's what I'm going to be using, and you all know I have one of those. Alright, so for Dragon types, now this is going to be the obvious, depending on when it releases, and granted, when the other half of Gen 3 is released, Salamence will be there. Very high attack, but who knows if Salamence is going to be out when Latios is out, and you're going to even have enough candies to have one powered up, you know what I'm saying? Because I know people have maxed out Slackings, and a few people have maxed out Gardevoirs, but it's not like a abundance kind of thing. Those are the people who invested the rare candies and all that stuff, you know. Alright, so for Dragon types, you're best off just using a Dragonite. Dragon Breath or Dragon Tail for your quick, and then Outrage or Dragon Claw for your charge on Dragonite. Okay, so there's many options there. There's plenty of other Pokemon you could probably throw in the mix. Now, Ghost types, Gengar, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball right off the bat, and you can take a guess at other Pokemon that you can use, like Mewtwo with Confusion and Shadow Ball. Yep, so plenty of options there. Now, Ice types, you're probably going to want to use a Articuno with whatever quick attack, and then Ice Beam or Blizzard. Lapras with whatever quick attack, except for water. No water, because it's not very effective, because it's Dragon type. So 2 ice moves on your Lapras, or whatever Pokemon Cloyster, you know, get creative. So I'm just trying to bring a little light to this. I'm not going to go into depth super on all these Pokemon, just kind of brushing over, okay? Now let's go ahead and take a look at its sister here. I think they're a little different. Yeah. This one has, looks like a little bit less attack, more defense. Stamina is about almost the same. CP is a little bit lower there. And the typings are all the same. Shall we check the moves? We don't need to check the types because they're all the same. It's the same type as its brother. Dragon Breath, Zen Headbutt, Psychic, Thunder, and Dragon Claws. So there's literally no difference between the moves. So if you were to power one of these up, what benefit would you have between the two? It seems like this one just has a little bit more defense, a little less attack. Let me make sure. So attack 228, defense 268. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other one. And we have attack 268 and 228. All right, so this one has more attack. At the end of the day, realistically, you're going to want to power up Latios. Okay, so let's go ahead and move along here, because there's plenty of Gen 3 legendaries to cover. Now, this one is a special one. I don't know how they're going to release it. This could very well be an EX raid or something they do at another Pokemon Go event related kind of thing. Hopefully they get their stuff together this time and it works great. And what do I mean by all this? Like another Go Fest type of deal. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. That's several months down the line if they're going to do that in the summer. So I don't think that's... I think they're going to release it sooner than that. Now, this one right here, holy cow. It does have a double weakness to ice because it's dragon and flying type, so it's like Dragonite. But do you see that attack? 284. And not to mention, this Pokemon, it's just pure awesome. When you look at it, you don't even... You're just like, whoa, 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 look at that thing. It looks so cool. It reminds me of some... I don't know. I was going to say something silly, like an old Power Ranger Transformer, but not really. I was just thinking of there was like one back in the day that I liked. Alright, anyways, enough about that. What are you looking for? 100% IV in the wild, unless they nerf it before the release, and that's going to be 2083. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at its moves. And like I said, it's just like Dragonite, so think about all those weaknesses. Best moveset, Dragon Tail, Outrage, and these are subject to change or possibly not correct 100%. Dragon Tail, Outrage, Air Slash, Outrage, Dragon Tail, Aerial Ace, definitely not going for that. Air Slash, Aerial Ace, geez, I can't speak. Actually, you know what? That might be good against a Machamp Raid. I don't wonder how long those are going to even stick around. Alright, so for quick moves, Dragon Tail, Air Slash. Charge moves, Outrage. Aerial Ace. I can't say that today. Ancient Power. Which one would I go for? Depends on what you're trying to do, but the obvious one for DPS is going to be Outrage, right? Now, let's take a look at its weaknesses. Weak 2, Rock. Fairy, Dragon, Ice. Double Ice, as you can tell. So, Golems will work. Everybody has those, I know, powered up. Or a lot of people. Fairy type, we're going to go Gardevoir. And whatever other Pokemon that you have powered up that have fairy moves, or fairy types. I know there's a few, but for the most part, fairy types don't reach a high CP. You're not necessarily going to... And also not very great attack, unless you had Gardevoir. Alright, so, yeah, Golem, then Fairy, Gardevoir, Dragon types, well, Dragonite, any Dragon move, okay? Ice type, well, Articuno, Frost, I literally can't speak. Frost Breath, Ice Beam, or Blizzard, okay? So, just doing a quick brush, let's go ahead and check out the next one. A lot of people's favorite, Jirachi. And the Deoxys, I don't know what's up with that thing. They don't have the stats put in correctly. We'll look at the moves and just check it out really quick, but don't have high expectations for a lot of information about them on this site right now. So, max CP, 3090. Alright, this is a Steel and Psychic type. Pretty interesting typing there. And if you were trying to find a 100, unless it was nerfed before release, that's going to be 1766. Alright. And let's take a look at its best moveset. Confusion, Doom, Desire. Ooh. Well, Kyogre and Groudon do not have their signature moves. Somehow, I think it's in the code, I'm pretty sure. But they can't learn them quite yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. So, best moveset, Confusion, Doom, Desire. That sounds so cool. Charge Beam, Doom, Desire, Confusion, Psychic, Confusion, Dazzling Gleam, Charge Beam, Psychic, Charge Beam, Dazzling Gleam. Alright, so we're going to skip defense because you can't even drop them in a gym. Alright, but technically that, that's going to be like the best type of raid boss, the hardest one. So Confusion, Doom, Desire. Okay, makes sense. Confusion, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, that's going to be a killer. How many charges does Doom Desire have? 2 for 80? Alright, so it has Confusion and Charge Beam for its quick. Charge Beam, blah. Confusion, yeah. So, Doom Desire for 80 damage. You have 2 of those. Psychic for 1, which I really wish they never changed that. They should have kept it 2. Maybe OP, but Dazzling Gleam, which is funny. It's 100 for 2, but Psychic gets gypped out. I wonder why. Maybe because it's super valuable move? I don't know. Nonetheless, what would I have? Well, seeing that we don't have Doom Desire on anything else, and that's a signature move, I think, I probably would go with that, just to mess around and have fun with it. Let's see, it's the best set, I don't know. Oh yeah, because it's not fairy type, so no stab there. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Perfect. So what is this weak against? Fire, Dark, ground and ghost. Basically self-explanatory. You can figure it out. So fire types, we'll just cover it really fast. Maybe Entei is going to be your best bet. All fire moves. Ground, Groudon, you know, is the best ground type move or ground type attacker in the game at the moment, with Mud Slap and Earthquake. Dark type, oh man, what was I talking about before? And I said Houndoom. Duh, Tyranitar, Bite and Crunch. Man, a lot of you are probably back when I was doing the other ones were like, hey, say Tyranitar, say Tyranitar. All right, ghost types, Gengar and whatever else ghosts you have powered up. Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. All right, so that's pretty much going to cover it. Let's go ahead and go over to Deoxys and see. See what I'm talking. They just don't have any stats up on it yet. We could check the moves to see. Maybe I don't know if these are completely correct. So best move set so far, to their knowledge, is counter Zap Cannon, counter Swift, huh? Zen Headbutt, Zap Cannon, counter Psycho Boost, Zen Headbutt Swift, Zen Headbutt Psycho Boost. And best defense is Zen Headbutt, Zap Cannon, Zen Headbutt, Swift, and then so on and so on. So quick moves, counter, and Zen Headbutt. And this does have 3 forms: a defense form, a speed form, and an attack form. Now, I don't know how those are going to be implemented. And what do I mean by those? Well, one of them is just very fast. One of them is has high attack. And then one of them has high defense. The defense one doesn't have much attack. The high attack one doesn't have much defense. And you know, the speed one, I think the speed one doesn't, it's just very fast. All right, quick attack or charge moves: Swift, Zap Cannon, and Psycho Boost. Psycho Boost doing 70. So what would I want personally out of all these? I don't think I would want Zap Cannon because, first of all, the animation is way too slow. It's not electric type, and I don't need another electric attacking Pokemon. I would go for Psycho Boost. Not like I need another psychic attack, right? But to be honest with you, this Pokemon is very cool and all that. So it's weak against Bug, Dark, Ghost because it's psychic. It's very cool and all, but with these current moves, I'm not interested really at all. I would want it. It doesn't seem like I would power it up though. With these moves, not even close. All right, so there you have it. Shall we take a little sneak peek just into Gen 4 really quick, just to see what we have here? All right, this is the one I think I picked. I thought it was a good idea. It's not bad ground and grass type Pokemon for the Gen 4 starter. And then we have another monkey type starter for well, the last one's not a monkey, it's a bird. All right. But this one right here, this is my Pokemon right here, Infernape. This is the one I love so much. With if you play the main series games, I put Focus Sash on it. Oh my gosh. This is it. It's not on my team at the moment, but I really like it. Really cool Pokemon. We'll see how this one performs. I wonder if these stats are correct, because if they are, let's see what moves it has really quick. No moves. Okay. Yeah, it's way too soon in the future for that. Alright, so that's about it. We don't need to go too deep in the future here. That's, pushing it, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and brush over really quick again to see what I was talking about. The next one that I think is coming is obviously Kyogre. It's not a very hard guess to take. And is it worth powering up? Yeah, definitely. It's pure water type, and 270 attack. Yeah, 251 defense. Kyogre is a beast, just like Groudon. It's clear outside right now, so I'm gonna go try to find a Ninetales raid and do a solo with Groudon, not just one. I think I'm gonna throw in, like I said before in another video, Gyarados and then Groudon, and see how much he can do. See if he can actually take out a Ninetales. So, like I said, it's clear outside. It's boosting ground type attacks. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be catching you all later. And good luck out there with your legendary raids. Take care.